Thanks for joining us. And today we're going to talk about the inner smile. So the inner smile is an ancient Taoist practice that leverages our innate ability to smile. And it helps to harmonize situations, can help to harmonize our emotions. The great thing about the inner smile is that it doesn't try to change anything. It just accepts things as they are. And that's why it's so great about harmonizing situations. It just brings a natural effulgence, a natural radiance to the situation, which creates a state of harmony. So you can practice the inner smile initially. Just to smile is you take your index fingers and put them on the corners of your mouth and gently stroke outwards. So this is a smile line, and we see that parents will sometimes use that technique with babies in order to get them to smile, and the babies will smile. And yeah, so we can do that to help engage our smiling muscles along our smile line. Smile up to our eyes, and we can start to smile there and just feel that radiant energy. And then we can smile throughout our face. We can smile at our forehead, our cheeks, all throughout our head, top of our head to our ears, our jaw, back of our head. And then we can smile inwards to our brain. So smiling to our front part of our brain, the back part, the left, the right, the center. And then smiling down through the neck and throat, our parathyroid and thyroid glands in our throat, and then down to our thymus gland, which is the top part. Our thymus gland is located in the top part of our breastbone. And then smiling down to our heart, giving it a nice smile, and our lungs, and our liver, which is in the lower right side of our rib cage, and then into our stomach and pancreas, which is in the center, and then smiling over to our spleen, which is on the left lower rib cage, and then our kidneys, and then smiling down into our digestive system, so our small intestine and our large intestine, smiling down into our bladder, and then into our ureter and sexual organs, and then smiling into our skeletal system, so our skull, going down through our cervical vertebrae, into our scapula and all the bones that are connected to our shoulders. Smiling down through the bones of our arms, the upper arm, the lower arm, our wrists, hands, fingers. Smiling down through our rib cage and the marrow in our rib cage, and then down through our thoracic vertebrae. Smiling down to our hips, our sacrum, and then down through our legs to our knees, ankles, feet, and toes. And then we can just gently close our eyes and try and tune our attention inwards. So imagine an imaginary line from the upper tip of our right ear to the upper tip of our left ear. And then a second imaginary line that goes from the point between our eyebrows to the back of our head. At that intersection point, that is the center of our head, which is called the upper dantian, or the crystal palace in Taoism. And we can just gently smile in there. That is also the area of our pineal gland. So gently smiling into the center of our head, and then smiling upwards, up to the top, through to the top of our head, through our crown, smiling up to a great light above us. See that great light coming down through our crown and smiling at it. Then traveling down through our skull, continuing down through the spine to the level of the heart, smiling through the heart, and then smiling outwards on all sides to all beings around us, in our immediate vicinity and those far away. And then continuing down to the level of the navel. That's our lower dantian, smiling in there. And then continuing down to our perineum. And then continuing down, smiling down into the earth, all the way down to the center of the earth, smiling at the earth, feeling the energy there. And then smiling back up to our perineum, continuing up to our lower dantian at the level of the navel, continuing up to the level of the heart, and then continuing up to the center of our head. And then gently smiling out to all beings around us, smiling to the entire earth, and then outwards to the solar system, and then continuing outwards to the galaxy, and continuing outwards to the entire universe.